right, welcome to today's episode of Tomorrow's Leader, where we dive deep on all things leader related to leading yourself and leading other people. So I wanted to share a conversation that I had earlier today with one of my clients who posed a question to me that I thought was fantastic and worthy of making into a podcast episode, because I know it's something that leaders in all different industries, all different organizations deal with all the time. And this has to do with your A players. We all know we want to attract more A players. We want to keep them. We want to make sure that they're part of our long-term vision and our long-term game plan. So I talked in a previous episode about the fact there's 3 things that are absolutely essential. Otherwise, you're going to lose your A players. And believe me, I talk to people all the time, these A players that are either contemplating leaving or have left their companies. And it's usually one of these 3 reasons. And these 3 reasons are: 1, they need to feel recognized. So they need to know that they're doing a great job. Now, that can be in the form of money and compensation. It can be promotions. It can be opportunities, stretch assignments, mentoring, whatever that case may be. They need to feel recognized for doing the job that they are. Secondly, they need to feel like they're making an impact. They have to wake up every morning feeling like what they are doing is really making a difference in their life, a difference in the lives of other people, a difference in helping achieve the mission of the organization and the vision. And third, and maybe even most importantly, they have to feel like they are challenged. Now, for B or C players, this isn't going to be that big of a deal. For A players, if they don't feel that they are growing, they're out of there. They will leave. So you have to realize that that is an integral, absolutely essential part of the whole formula to building and growing an A-player squad. That's what most leaders want. Hey, I want a great team. Well, that's absolutely essential. So the question came up to me today. I have a client who's got a team that he's leading, and he has one individual who's relatively new to the team, hasn't been there as long as the others. Let's call it maybe 6 or 8 months. Yet in that period of time has just absolutely demonstrated stellar performance. She's head and shoulders above some of the others in base relative to her time frame. She's got the drive, the motivation, the intellect, the relationship skills, and really he knows has huge potential in not only his team, but even moving up in the bigger organization. So the question came up. He said, I have thought of, do I give her an opportunity to kind of step up a little bit more? And as he was explaining it, this situation or this opportunity would be, and she has really indicated an interest to do something like this, is for her to present to the senior executives of the company. This was something that my client on a regular basis had to do and report up to different channels of the organization. And she really wanted the opportunity to do this. And it meant for her some little bit more exposure, some opportunities, some recognition, and of course, that challenge aspect, being able to do something that is a higher level that she has not been used to doing. So his question to me was, is this a good idea? And he had expressed some concern or question as to how do the other people on the team feel? So here's this person that hasn't been there that long. And even if she had been there that long, how do these other people that are good, they may not be as good as she is, but how do they feel? Do they feel slighted? Do they feel like, okay, this is unfair? Why does she get this opportunity and we don't? And it was a great conversation that we had about this. So I broke it down. I said, well, you've really got 3 different situations. So leaders deal with this dilemma all the time. And I know that many leaders ultimately make the wrong choice. And ultimately, there's 3 different answers to this. So one is that, okay, I've got this in my mind, this opportunity that I might want to pass on to one of my top people. It's a stretch assignment, whatever it is. And that leader may decide not to do it because of the reasons I just mentioned. Well, if I give her the opportunity, then others are going to, feel slighted. It's going to change the culture of the team. And I don't know, I really don't want to deal with that. And so they make the decision not to. And they ultimately don't let this person, in this case, do a presentation for the senior executives. That is a lose-lose. Okay, it's a lose for that individual who's an A player, and ultimately She's not going to grow. It's a lose for you as the leader because ultimately that's not developing the people, the A players, and you are going to lose that person after a period of time. So there's nobody that wins in that situation. Possibly the B or C players win in that situation. Okay, so that's scenario number one. You don't do anything. Hey, I'm not going to do it. Secondly, and I see this done more than anything else by leaders, is they will decide to do that and give that opportunity to that A player, but they'll do it in a really covert way. So they won't really tell anybody. They'll kind of hope that it doesn't get out amongst the team. They really want to give this person a shot, but they don't want to, deal with the consequence of having to explain to the rest of the team why. In which case, that's a win-lose. It's a win for that person that got the opportunity, but it's a lose for the leader because you're missing a huge opportunity to provide additional leadership to the rest of the team. And here's what I'm talking about. The right answer in this is option number 3. Option number 3 is you give that person, that A player, the opportunity to present in front of the senior leaders. Then you use that as an opportunity to provide a little more leadership, or as a leadership opportunity or a teaching opportunity to the rest of the team. And what I mean by that is you head them off at the path, meaning that you proactively let them know, hey, here's what I've done. I've asked Mary to present in front of the senior leaders. Now, you may, as a member of this team, wonder, okay, why does she get that opportunity and why did I not? I want to talk to you and I want to let you know why. Here's what I've seen that Mary has done that's let me feel confident that she's ready to do this and really let me see her in a different light. And I want to give that opportunity to you. And I really want to see you take that opportunity because I think it's a great growth opportunity for you. But here are the things that I need to see first. I need to see and feel your level of desire to do it. I need to see you do these other tasks more competently or get better results in these other areas. I need you to do this and this and this, whatever it is, spell it out for them. So when a leader is that transparent, this magical thing happens because you've kind of just put all the rules out there and said, hey, here's the standards that I, as the leader of this organization, are going to run this organization by. Here's how I'm going to choose promotions. Here's how I'm going to choose to give certain opportunities and advancement opportunities or just investment in people. Here's how I'm going to make these decisions. The leaders that ultimately struggle are the ones that become very kind of covert and cryptic almost. It's hard to figure them out. And okay, how do they make decisions? The more transparent you can be in a situation like this as to why you're giving one person, that A player, that opportunity to speak to those senior executives, then everybody learns, everybody understands. They know those rules of the game, the standards that you're looking for in order for them to get that same opportunity. Now it's a win-win. The rest of the team understands, here's what I got to do. That A player gets the opportunity to perform at a higher level, and you as the leader are developing people. And that's the number one thing you got to do as a leader.